In the last 2 weeks, the world of sports has been thrown into turmoil, a direct consequence of the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. Chelsea Football Club stands out as one of those key institutions whose future is now at the centre of a diplomatic tug-of-war. As soon as the first shot was fired on February 24th, the UK government retaliated, seeking to sanction Russian oligarchs with ties to Vladimir Putin. Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich found himself directly in the firing line.
It's a mystery to me why Roman Abramovich has not yet been sanctioned. I mean, the government itself knows that he's been engaged in illicit activity, and he's a matter of concern. He's a person of concern to the government, which is why they've not been encouraging him to come to the UK.
One of Russia's most powerful businessmen, and with a current net worth of over $13 billion, Abramovich earned his fortunes in oil and aluminium after the 1991 breakup and privatization of the Soviet Union. In 2003, he diversified, buying Chelsea for a cut price of $190 billion. Under his ownership, the West London club experienced unprecedented success, winning 5 Premier Leagues, 2 Champions Leagues and several domestic cups, with their most recent Club World Cup in January completing their trophy haul.
I can only be very thankful that I was in a period of the club which Roman Abramovich came into and changed the face of it, and on a football level we're very successful.
All the while, Abramovich's ties to the Kremlin appeared evident but complex, as he aided Putin to successfully bid for the sports-washed 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Aiming to relieve the growing pressure following the invasion, Abramovich attempted to step back from the daily running of Chelsea. He handed the stewardship and care to the club's charitable foundation trustees, but they in turn raised concerns over legal technicalities. With the walls closing in, and after 19 years at the helm, Abramovich announced plans to sell Chelsea, now valued at $3.2 billion. The 55-year-old said he would not ask for $2 billion loans he had made to the club to be repaid, while all proceeds from the sale would go towards victims of the war. Names of interested buyers soon started floating around, the likes of Swiss billionaire Hans-Jörg Weiss, British property magnate Nick Candy, LA Dodgers baseball team owner Todd Boehly, and New York Jets owner Woody Johnson all in the mix. On the 10th of March, Downing Street tightened the noose, imposing asset freezes on Abramovich and halting his plan to sell the club.
He cannot benefit from revenue from the club, and he cannot benefit from the sale of the club. Abramovich has links to Putin, who is mounting a barbaric and evil attack against the people of Ukraine.
The club shop was forced to shut, with a block on new player transfers, while those soon out of contract would not be able to renew.
Look at Rudiger, Christensen, Aspilicueta. They can't sign new contracts. We haven't got many defenders. We have got many defenders, but we're not. Come next season, we're not going to be backed up in the defence.
Under a special licence, Chelsea are still able to play fixtures, pay staff and players, broadcast matches, and enable only ticket holders to attend games. But the Blues can now spend just $26,000 on travel costs to and from fixtures, with players and management now taking strain.
And we can go by plane and can go back by plane. If not, we go by train. If not, we go by bus. If not, I drive a 7-seater, honestly. I will do.
Further implications have followed, as club sponsors 3 Mobile and Hyundai suspended their deals with the club. But Chelsea has since been thrown a lifeline. UK lawmakers on Friday agreed to give the green light for a future sale, provided they made a special licence to enact that sale and no profit goes to Roman Abramovich. Whether he accepts the terms is now the question on every fan's lips. But the question for football as a whole is how to ensure politics never jeopardizes a club's future ever again.